Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. I'm YouTube famous now. And when you're YouTube famous, you do question and answer videos. I do love question and answer videos. To make them and to watch them are like two, not my own to watch, but like other people's, are like two of my favorite things in the entire world, honestly. Like I used to watch like Gigi Gorgeous's Q&As. I mean, I lived for them. I could not wait for them to come out, right? I love Q&As when YouTubers do them. It's interesting because they don't get tons of views. Like a lot of people don't like them, but I love watching Q&As. So yesterday, I was just like, hey, let's do a Q&A. And so I posted this rather sexy picture of me. And I said, tomorrow I'm doing a Q&A because it's been a long time since I've done one. Leave any questions below that you want answered. And people did. I got 42 questions. So let's just get right into this. And usually what I do is, I just start at the top and I see how many I can get to, right, Pee-Pee? Pee-Pee's sitting behind me. Grace Miller said, what's your go-to Starbucks drink? Summer Starbucks drink. Well, Grace, dear, thank you. My go-to Starbucks drink is a venti iced coffee with 2 equal. Although, recently, I've been drinking the cold brew. I think that my summer go-to drink is, I only ever drink the iced coffees. In the winter, I might get a hot coffee. But I really like the cold brew with the coconut. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I've talked about it on some of my vlogs, my daily vlog, which is listed below. I'm vlogging every day from now until I die. So go follow it. You can catch up anytime. But anyway, the coconut is really good because I don't like cream in my coffee, but it doesn't taste like that. I can't really explain it. So that's gonna be my go-to summer drink from Starbucks. Okay. Abracadabra asks, with a little blue heart, I love the blue hearts. You know if you're part of the wolf pack, right? Which is me and you makes two. Woo woo! It's the wolf pack. We're blue hearts, baby. If you could be one of your pups for a day, who would you be? LOL, much love, Peter. Oh God, that's so hard. Okay, I truly think I would be Boo Radley, just because he's so happy all the time. Like Boo Radley is just like, sleeps and he runs and he just like looks at the fuzz and he's just so happy and he falls asleep real quick too. I wish I could do that. So I think I would be Boo Radley. Okay, Ola. Hey, Ola. She asked, since you are a YouTube famous booty guru, if you created your own Peter Monn chapstick, what would it smell like? Oh God, that's so good. Well, it's something very masculine, I think. And I love, like, for beard oils, I've been using this last winter, I want it to smell like, okay, Christmas Eve, and you're stuck in, like, this cabin in the middle of nowhere, and that man walks through the door. You know what that man I'm talking about, right? That man, okay? And he has, like, an old flannel shirt on and snow over his hair and a thick beard. That's my chapstick right there. All right. Sarah M. Davis said, Dad, when is your merchandise coming out? Shirts, coffee mugs, phone cases, love you, Dad is babe. Well, thank you, Sarah. All of it is coming out June 1st. So just get ready, save your money, because you're gonna need to spend it all on my merchandise, okay? Whimsy Skills asks, what do you use to film? Well, I can't show you because I'm filming on it right now. But I use a Sony Alpha 5000, and it's the kind of camera that it like pops up instead of to the side, which I love. There are many nicer cameras out there, but for me, it's perfection, and it fits in my car. It's very small. I love it. Netskirk, who are your top 3 favorite queens from RuPaul Drag Race of all seasons? Oh my God, that's so hard. Of all seasons? Well, Alaska is hands down my all-time favorite. And then I love Adore Delano. I don't necessarily love Adore Delano as like a performer, but I love her style and I just love her as a person. And I used to watch her like, you know, Danny Noriega on YouTube years before that. And who would be another one? Let's pull another one. Pee-Pee, who's somebody else that we love? Oh, Gia Gunn. Yeah, love Gia Gunn. What's your favorite thing about yourself? Said, ask Roxy Star 69. Could you please hold this one right here? He said, I think I'm the favorite thing about Daddy. Aww. Okay, Pee-Pee, enough is enough. What is my favorite thing about myself? Because that's like a really arrogant question, isn't it? It's really hard to answer. I think my favorite thing about myself is that I'm super forgiving of other people, like almost to a fault. But life is too short, and I do not hold grudges and resentments towards people. You know, I may get angry about things, and I may, like, set boundaries in the future so I don't get hurt the same way, but I'm super forgiving of people. You know, it's just like, people make mistakes, people screw up, life is short. So I think that's it. I didn't get there overnight, but... okay, let's see... T. Duncan asks, biggest piece of advice for a college student. My biggest piece of advice for a college student is, number one, do an internship. You are unhireable at this in 2017, 2018 without an internship. And get an internship in your field. It doesn't really matter what it is, just get your foot in the door. Internships look great on resumes. The other thing is, I think take your summers off and do experiences. Travel, like, out of the country if you have the money or save the money, or go work on a camp, like, and be a camp counselor, or if you can't afford things, you know, do things that are affordable. And I think the other thing is just really enjoy yourself. You're not going to ever have this time of your life again. Study hard, get good grades so you can get into a graduate program, but enjoy your life. You're never going to have this time again, you know? And if you're not going to go to graduate school, screw the grades. They don't really matter because you're not going to need them to get a job anyway. No job can ask you what your grades are. So, okay, Funda said, P Daddy, you are so fun. Thank you, P Daddy. Could you please follow me? I love all your channels and I watch every video. Okay, this is really dangerous to do because as soon as I do this, everybody's going to be like, will you please follow me? So I'll do it one time. There. You're followed. No, but like, I do that a lot on Twitter. I follow a lot of people, and on Snapchat, I answer everything. You guys know I'm super active. I try to keep my Instagram down a little bit because it's like my one thing that's kind of very, very personal. So I don't follow tons of people on my Instagram because I don't like, in Facebook, I don't even really use. But Snapchat and Twitter and all that kind of stuff, I'm super active because I love to do that stuff with you guys. Okay, Allie reads books. Do you have any advice for someone who's struggling with mental health and trying to get into YouTube? I think if you're struggling with mental health, you probably should find a counselor or a psychologist to work with. And trying to get into YouTube, well, I would take care of the mental health issues first. YouTube can be a very sketch place. Sometimes I would love to tell you that it's this dream world and everybody gets along and it's wonderful, but it is very stressful. Even if you don't, you know, like don't have any issues with other YouTubers, like getting videos up and being concerned what you look like on camera and all that kind of stuff, you know, I think is something that I kind of had to let go. I mean, listen, a lot of the stuff, a lot of my, I think, assets that I have as a YouTuber that help me out on a daily basis is because I came on here at 44, so I didn't care like a lot of people did. You know what I mean? I already looked foolish. I knew that. So to come on here, like, but you know, it's really hard when you like are putting up a video and you're like, and you watch it back and you're like, oh my God, there's 3 hairs hanging out the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to kind of let it go if you're going to do the gig. Let's see. What do you think of the dumpster dive craze on YouTube? I'm not a hippie, so, I mean, I was back in the day. I've done my fair share of dumpster diving. I've taken furniture and shit out of it. It is what it is, but there's always a craze on YouTube, right? Okay, and that was from Cara Colombiano! Cara! Michelle Glesman. Another phrase you say all the time, does that make sense? Is good idea for a mug. Please comment on this. You keep me positive. What would you like me to comment on that? Does that make any sense? I mean, I love when people give me the phrases that I say because I have to tell you that like 80% of the time I don't even realize I say them, right? Like I was talking to Tanya the other night. If you watch my vlog from last night, we were in the car and she was like, I love it so much. And we were talking about that. You have to go watch the video to find out why. And she's like, you've said that for 20 years though. Okay. What do you think about Shane Dawson and Ryland? Love you, Peter. And that's by K Julian 7. I think, now listen, okay? You guys know that I think Shane Dawson is absolutely adorable. I think he is comedic genius. I think he is very smart business-wise with what he does on YouTube. He's somebody that I look up to, and I've watched him for years. I love him. And of course, I think he's sexy down, and I want him to, you know, be my next husband. But I'm married and he is Ryland. So the thing is that like Ryland is super adorable too. I think Ryland is like, really cute. I like Ryland's playfulness that I see in the backgrounds of snaps and videos. And I think he brings that out in Shane. So like, I think they're perfect for each other. I really like them as a couple. They're fun. I wish they would do more on camera. Like I love when I see them like out with like Joey and Daniel and stuff like that. I wish they would do more on camera together. Would you rather be a burrito or a bowl of spaghetti? I'm gonna say a bowl of spaghetti. With all the chapstick you have, you should do the chapstick challenge with Alex. Okay, can you please do the dolphin? Asked Shelby. I used to be able to do it really high in high school. I just saw my good Judy Heather the other day, and she's like, do you remember that dolphin noise you used to do? I was like, yeah, I do it on all my videos. So anyway, yeah, we're going to do the chapstick challenge one of these days. Alex is like, do you want to do it? I said, so I had bought all these chapsticks, and then I got all these chapsticks. He's like, we should do that. I was like, okay. Brianna Nita, if you were ever to adopt children with your husband, do you have a favorite girl and boy name in mind? It's never going to happen, okay? It's just not. And I have lots of girl and boy names. I think right now, Hudson, I really like for a boy. And for a girl, I think I would go with, I don't know. I like boy names for girls right now, like Cody or Harlan. I really like that. Okay, or Harley. But probably I would pick if I was actually having a child, I would pick characters from literature, because that's just, you guys know I love books. What nicknames do you have for your doggies? And says Crystallized Beauty. Well, Boo Radley is Boob, Boo, Boo Boo. Hey Boo. I mean, Pee-Pee's Pee-Pee. His real name's Duncan. Peeps McGee. I call Pee-Pee Peeps McGee. Tucker has a lot. Tucker is Tucker, Tukey, Tooksville. Alex has all kinds of names for Tucker. Valerie says she's back from vacation and she missed me. I missed you too. What is your favorite song to sing to Alex? I make up songs to sing to Alex. So I don't really have like a favorite song. I make up songs. B. Jane asks, B. Jane, what is your most prized possession? Would you ever consider letting Alex or Tanya do a question and answer about you? I would love it. Alex does not love the YouTube gig. You guys know that, right? Tanya would probably do it though. What keeps you up at night? What is my most prized possession? I didn't answer that question. I mean, my dogs and my husband, but your husband you can't really count. So my dogs, I guess. My pictures, all of my pictures that I have. What keeps you up at night? Okay, so this is a really good question. This is from Ash Pabosh. What keeps me up at night is this, that I think about like, well, what if there is nothing after this? Because I firmly believe in an afterlife. I'm like, what if there is nothing after this and it's just black and black forever and ever and ever, but we're conscious of that? And then I freak myself out, and then I have to go outside, and then it's too big, and then it's too much, and I'm like, oh my God. And then I have to, enough already. Which celebrity or YouTuber would you want as a brother or a sister? I actually read these before, and this is from Autumn. Hey, Autumn. I was thinking about this, and I would love, I don't know why, I would either like to have like Colleen as a sister, Colleen Ballinger, you know, Miranda Sings. I mean, why wouldn't you, right? Or I think Manny, M-U-A, Manny Mua, you know I love Manny, as a little brother. I would love to have Manny as a little brother. I'd be like, listen now, Manny, okay? Manny, listen. So anyway, I would love to have him as a little brother. I don't know why. Maggie Bruin, you share so much of your life already. What is one thing you haven't told us? Oh my God, this is such a good question. I was thinking about this. The one thing I haven't told you, this is kind of really deep, to be honest with you, and I've been thinking a lot about making a video about it on here. There's only one thing that I have not talked about on any of my videos, and that is that I have a history of sexual abuse from a stranger when I was a child. And I'm really thinking about making a video about it to help somebody else and to talk about how I worked through that issue and all of that. So that's the one thing that I haven't shared on camera, and you guys know I try to be really, really honest and get that stuff out, and I just thought when the time is right, I'll do it. So I don't know, maybe the time is right since the question came up. If your channel became a reality show, what would the name be and who would be your co-host? Okay, my show would be called, I've already thought this out, I want it to happen, would be Peter and His Good Judy, and it would be me and Tanya. It would be fantastic, and then our husbands would have little, it would be like Roseanne. Are you guys kidding me? Listen, that's what we need, okay? We have all these Vanderpump Rules and Real Housewives of every, okay. We need a good suburban woman and her good gay Judy, best friend. Look at my hair, it looks so stupid. Driving around, going and doing foolish stuff, going to the grocery store, going to the Costco. That's what we need, don't you think? Oh my God, I would love it. I wish it existed already. I just lost all my questions. Okay, what is, let's see. If you were, I want to ask, we'll answer one. Tell us one thing you hate about yourself since you are now a YouTube famous. For sure you have struggles with yourself. Ham Zawahari 1999. I hate my weight, you guys. I really struggle with it. And that's one thing that I really relate to with Shane when he talks about like his legs and stuff like that. People tell me I have sexy legs, and it's really hard for me to even hear that because I feel like they're just tree trunks. I'm really heavy. And I really struggle with it. And I know what I need to do to lose weight and to get healthy, but I love to eat, and I love going out to eat, and I love food, and I love all of it. And it's just such a struggle for me. So that's the one thing I really don't like about myself. But I try not to, you know, let it define me. And the last question is by M Does Things. What is your favorite quote and why? Okay, my favorite quote is, are you ready? I think not. It's by Janis Joplin, of course, and it's all the same fucking day, man. And it's from this thing that she does before she sang Ball and Chain live, I think at Woodstock. And she's talking about, like, we only have the present, so you have to live in today, because it's just all the same thing, you know? Like, it's all the same thing, you know? And why borrow trouble from tomorrow, and why live in the regret of yesterday? We just have today. And that's how I try to live my life. And you know, that's why I love the music of Janis Joplin. And I think we can learn a lot from her life. I talked extensively about this on my vlog last night. I think we can learn a lot from Janis Joplin, not necessarily maybe, you know, in the way that she lived her life in frenzy and chaos with drugs and alcohol, but I do think in how she looked on the world. And you know, I love Maya Angelou, and I love To Kill a Mockingbird. All of my other favorite quotes come from those two sources, but Janis, man, Janis has some great quotes. So it's all just the same fucking day, man. I love you guys so much. I will do another Q&A probably in like a week or two because I just have so much fun doing these. And follow me on all my social media. You guys know I'm super active. And oh, and follow my daily vlog. It's listed below. Bye. See you guys later.